Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Luna's cage makes a comeback, Electra next trapped victim. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers hint that Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada cage could make a comeback. Will Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, become Luna's next trapped victim? Once Electra found out Luna had been throwing herself at Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, she wasted no time in tracking her rival down. Electra made it crystal clear that Will was her man and that Luna needed to back off. It seems awfully risky for Electra to get in Luna's face like that considering what she's capable of. Electra even went as far as shoving Luna, so what the heck is she thinking? B&B fans know Luna caused the demise of Tom Starr, Clint Howard, and Paul Hollis W. Chambers. If John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, hadn't come to the rescue, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, could have faced a grim fate too. Luna's kidnapping plot was certainly memorable since it involved locking Steffi in a huge cage. The plan was to let Steffi perish in the building demolition, but Finn thankfully showed up to free her. Although Luna keeps acting like she's on a better path, there's a good chance she's going to revert to sinister behavior eventually. Luna may not be able to resist the temptation of doing something terrible to Electra. Between Electra's decision to stand up to Luna and the fact that she's so possessive of Will, Luna will have some great reasons to go after her. At some point, it might be fun if B&B lets Luna's cage make a big return. Luna had a blast holding Steffi hostage in that thing, so she might ultimately decide it's time to trap Electra in one next. It wouldn't be too hard for Luna to drug Electra and lock her up, just like she did with Steffi at Poppy Nozawa's Romy Park old apartment. Maybe Luna could make it seem like Electra left town following a disagreement with Will. Perhaps Luna could text Will from Electra's stolen phone and make him think things are over between them. That might give Luna the opening she needs to lure Will into the bedroom, while poor Electra's screaming her head off in captivity somewhere. Luna is someone who's known for taking drastic measures to get what she wants. Despite Luna's claims about her transformation, we're not buying that she's changed all that much. Electra has made predictions about not letting Luna interfere in her relationship, but the situation may spiral beyond her control in the end. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna may prove she's as dangerous as she's always been, so stay tuned for updates on any troubling news that might come down the road. The Bold and the Beautiful has always been a show known for its complex characters, gripping drama, and jaw-dropping twists. In the latest spoilers, fans are in for a wild ride as a familiar dark force resurfaces, threatening to cast a shadow over the Forrester, Spencer, and Logan families. Luna's cage, which once held a character captive, is making an unexpected comeback. But who will fall into its trap next? All signs point to Electra being the next victim in this wicked game. For months now, the world of the Bold and the Beautiful has been in a state of flux, with shifting alliances, power struggles, and personal betrayals threatening to tear apart the lives of many of its central characters. But there's one thing viewers have always been able to count on: the unpredictable and dangerous scheming of some of the show's most notorious players. Luna has long been a villain, playing the role of manipulative mastermind behind the scenes. She has orchestrated some of the most dramatic and intense moments in the series, including her sinister plot to trap one of the show's beloved characters in her notorious cage. Luna's cage, a symbol of fear and control. Luna's cage has become a symbol of fear and manipulation in the B&B universe. It is an instrument of power that represents Luna's ability to control, break down, and dominate her victims. In the past, the cage has been the setting for some of the most shocking moments in the show's history, including emotional breakdowns, tense confrontations, and narrow escapes. When Luna first brought it into play, it seemed like she was unstoppable, a mastermind capable of keeping everyone on edge. But in the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing ever stays hidden for long. Characters who were once imprisoned by Luna's control managed to break free, and Luna's reign of terror seemed to be over. That is, until now. Luna's cage is making a dramatic return, and it looks like it's going to be the centerpiece of yet another mind-bending twist. As Luna's plans slowly begin to unfold, one thing becomes clear: she is back to cause chaos
Electra's
fragile position in the game. One of the newest characters to be introduced into the B&B universe is Electra, a mysterious woman with a murky past. Electra has been slowly making her way into the central plot, but her loyalties remain unclear. Is she an ally to the Forresters, or is she an agent of destruction who will bring the Forrester family to its knees? As a person who has always operated in the shadows, Electra's intentions have been under suspicion from the very beginning. In recent weeks, Electra has started to make waves by forming alliances with some of the show's more powerful players. However, despite her seemingly confident and composed exterior, there are whispers that Electra is not as untouchable as she seems. With the return of Luna's cage, it looks like Electra may be the one who finds herself trapped in its cold steel bars. The timing couldn't be worse for Electra. She's in the midst of some delicate negotiations and has recently aligned herself with key players in both the Forrester and Spencer families. Her every move has been scrutinized, and she's made enemies in both camps. This makes her the perfect target for Luna's devious plans. Electra's biggest mistake might have been underestimating Luna's ability to strike when least expected. The power struggle intensifies. As Luna plots to entrap Electra in her cage, the power struggle between the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans is intensifying. Each family is dealing with its own internal battles, and with Luna's return, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. The return of the cage symbolizes a time of reckoning, a moment where no one is truly safe and alliances can turn on a dime. Ridge Forrester, the patriarch of the Forrester family, has been dealing with his own set of problems, including navigating the complicated relationships between his children and the increasing pressure from competitors in the fashion world. He's focused on securing the family business, but his attention may soon shift when Luna's threat looms over Electra. Ridge has a reputation for being a fierce protector, and his loyalty to his family will be tested in ways he never saw coming. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer, who's been on a personal roller coaster ride, is also finding himself caught in the middle of this growing conflict. He has always been a voice of reason and fairness, but with Electra becoming more involved with the Spencer side of the family, Liam may need to make tough decisions about where his true loyalties lie. If Electra falls victim to Luna's trap, it could have far-reaching consequences for the Spencer family, as well as for his own relationships. Electra's fight for survival. Electra's introduction into the world of the bold and the beautiful was met with intrigue. She quickly became a force to be reckoned with, but now her very survival could be in jeopardy. As Luna tightens her grip and begins to execute her plan, Electra will find herself in a battle not just for power, but for her life. She must outsmart Luna, who is known for her cruel and calculating nature. But how can Electra defend herself against someone who has already orchestrated such a cunning trap in the past? Fans can expect high-stakes drama, thrilling confrontations, and shocking twists as Electra faces off against Luna in what could be a deadly game of cat and mouse. Will Electra make it out of this situation unscathed, or will she become another pawn in Luna's dark chess game? The cage, more than just a prison. The return of Luna's cage is more than just a physical trap. It represents the psychological torment and manipulation that Luna has always excelled at. Electra is no stranger to manipulation herself, but Luna's ability to isolate and break down her victims might prove to be her greatest weapon yet. As the walls close in on Electra, it will be fascinating to see how she responds. Will she fight back with all her might, Or will she fall victim to Luna's relentless pursuit of control? For the viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful, this latest twist promises to bring some of the most thrilling, emotional, and suspenseful moments the show has ever seen. As Luna's cage makes its comeback, the game is on, and no one, not even Electra, is guaranteed a way out. Stay tuned to The Bold and the Beautiful for what promises to be a mind-bending chapter in this never-ending saga of power, betrayal, and survival.